Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So as you know, recently WazirX has got hacked and it is one of the top Indian exchange. This has happened for the first time in India, and people are not able to withdraw their funds, and there is a lot of chaos going on in the market, and basically people don't know what to do in this situation. So it's always better not to get in such situation. So this is not the first time that it has happened. Many global exchanges in the past have got hacked. That Madgox in 2013. Since then, the things are going on, and even the top tier exchanges like Binance and KuCoin have got hacked in 2019-20, around that period. So this is a huge problem that crypto industry is facing, and basically users are facing this problem because there are many mistakes users are doing regarding with their funds. Okay, so they don't know how to handle the funds, and what step one should take to keep the funds safe, because since they will be holding for the long period, so it is always recommended to hold them safely, right? So if you are holding the funds for the long time, then you have to keep it safe. So there are many things in the background. So to discuss all these problems and all these things in detail, I have guests today. So we have Akhil Jonnavithula. He's a Web3 marketer, and he has 2+ years in Web3 marketing. He has also worked in Web3 space, and also worked with layer 1, layer 3 projects and blockchain projects like Rocket Exchange. He has worked with Zeroverse. It is there. Then now he is working as a growth lead at Cypherock, which is a hardware wallet startup based in India. Okay, so this is the first hardware wallet startup in crypto space in India, and we are proud of it. Okay, so Cypherock is building the world's safest wallet, and we would like to know from Akhil all these things in detail. So let's invite him, and thank you, Akhil, for joining today.
Yeah, thank you, Swapnil. Thank you for having me on your channel, and thanks everyone for whoever is joining. Yeah.
So let's keep it short, and I would like to ask you more in detail because since you work on the user side, so there are many problems that users are facing nowadays with crypto. Okay, so can you
Right.
tell us how exactly WazirX got hacked, and can you just give a brief overview about it?
Sure, Swapnil. So, first of all, it's a very unfortunate incident to happen for an evolving industry, especially in India. And someone was telling on the other day on Spaces that every 30 people out of 100 people have their funds on WazirX.
Oh,
Right. So that's how India is invested into, a centralized exchange like WazirX. Now, as you said, hacks have happened before, but this is a very tricky hack that I would say that has happened. Right, the preliminary information that we have is that a multi-sig wallet that's holding the funds of WazirX, has been hacked. Right, it has been compromised, and that's how they have drained the wallet. Right now, what is
okay.
a multi-sig wallet? Basically, if someone is holding a multi-sig wallet, it basically needs three out of four signs to be to make a valid transaction. Right.
Yes.
So what happened there was, as far as the preliminary information that we have, it says that a couple of private keys of this multi-sig wallet have been compromised.
Oh.
Right, and then the remaining two wallets are there now. I mean, the remaining two signatures are there, right? So out of those two signatures, they have pushed a malicious update, and they have taken the signature of one signer like that. So
Oh.
that way, they have taken 3 out of 4 signatures to approve the transaction, and that's how they have drained the wallet. Now, that's the primary information that we have, and we don't have any other information on, how they have compromised it and all that stuff, right?
Oh.
So that is the whole incident. But yeah, there are a lot of things going on right now. Withdrawals and deposits are stopped now on WazirX, and there's a lot of chaos. Yeah, we have to see how it goes. Yeah.
It is very sad to know such things are happening in our industry,
Right.
uh, because the space is also new, and as you said, that is very unfortunate. So do you
Right.
think there is any way user can get their funds back from the WazirX?
So yeah, I mean, there is, obviously, I've seen a post from Nishchal that they have given a police complaint, they have filed an FIR and all that. So there's a long way to go now. There's a lot of investigation that has to, go and all. But somewhere I read that it was a hack that's done by North Korean hackers. And some people are also saying that it's state-funded attack. So if that's the case, then it would be extremely difficult to get the funds back, right? At least get the funds back to WazirX. But then, does WazirX have a solution for it? Because almost 50% of their reserves have been emptied with this incident, is what I've read somewhere. So, does WazirX have something to do with it, or does WazirX have a solution for it? We'll have to know. But as of now, yeah, all the withdrawals are stopped, and there's a lot of chaos, as you know. And I've seen that the USDT price in the app and all is massively down.
Yes. There is massive fall in many cryptos on the exchange.
Right. So that's the whole issue there. But yeah, there's no standard solution for that. We have to wait for what action would be taken in the coming days. Yeah.
So we can say that Mad got hacked around 2014. And
Right.
it is, I think, 10 years, and now they are crediting to the users.
Exactly.
So it is a long cycle, we can say, a
Yeah.
long journey for the users.
Exactly.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So is there any solution around it? So how user can take care of if they never get into such problem, what they can do? Or can you tell around that issue?
See, like majority of people keep asking me, I only have $50 in crypto or $100 in crypto. Is it necessary for me to buy a hardware wallet, worth $80 or $100 and store this $50 to $100 worth of assets in a hardware wallet? Is it really necessary? That's what I keep hearing. But the thing is, if you are in this game for the technology, right? If you are in this game for the long term, then it's important for you to understand that holding your crypto in hot wallets and centralized exchanges is always a problem, right? Because ultimately you're using a centralized exchange, and let's say it gets hacked or it goes bankrupt, your funds are gone forever. You don't have your private keys, you don't have your seed phrase with you, and there's no way of recovering such wallets, right? So the best solution for this as of now is obviously using hardware wallets, right? Now, what sort of hardware wallets? Probably hardware wallets that are open source, that are securely audited, right? That is really important. If the hardware wallet is not audited by an external entity, then it's really tough to even understand the whole security part of it, right? So it's important that you use an audited hardware wallet, an open source or hardware wallet. That's really important. And of course, you have to see if that hardware wallet is supporting your token or not in the first place, right? So a lot of people buy a hardware wallet and say, we are not seeing our tokens, we are importing them, but we are not able to see the tokens. But it might be the case that the hardware wallet is not supporting that particular token, right? So it's important to do some research around it. Is it open source? Is it audited? Does it have all the tokens that I'm currently holding? Does it have the support for the networks that that I am holding the tokens on? And that's when they have to buy a hardware wallet. They have to switch to a hardware wallet, and that's the best solution they can have, right? Now, and you might ask me, then if we move funds to a hardware wallet, is there a zero chance of hacks, right? So I would say it's still a non-zero chance. Your hardware wallet might also be hacked somehow. There are a lot of instances in the past, like if you lose your seed phrase, your funds are gone.
Yes,
right? That's the first issue.
Yes.
The second issue, if you lose your seed phrase and if you lose the wallet also, your funds are gone forever, right? Because your private keys are stored in a single unit, right? And that's the real problem over there. So we have, I'll tell about Cypherock and how we have solved that problem. But as I told you, there are non-zero chances of like zero hacks or something. There are obviously chances for hacks, but the important thing to consider is that at least have a hardware wallet that has a screen.
Yes.
Now, you might have seen a lot of hardware wallets out there without screen. They're just running their marketing with a lot of influencers and all, and they're getting those quick sales. But the point is, if you're really into this space, you'll understand that if you want to sign a transaction, you need to verify the address. Where do you verify the address? You obviously verify it on a screen, right? So if you don't have a screen on the first place and you're only depending upon a mobile app for that, right, then it's a huge problem, right? And see, our major competitor today, it's also card-based. A lot of people might have known it. I don't want to take the name out. It doesn't have a screen, so basically it's a huge problem, and they market it for like $60 or something at
Cheap.
a price point of 60, 65. But the whole point there is that they don't have a screen.
So
So
price, yes. Basically, they are focusing on price instead of security. So they
exactly,
are just selling the product and getting things done. Okay.
exactly.
So
So
how
that's what I would
that's
recommend. Have a hardware wallet, open
okay.
source, audited, and something that has a screen to verify your transaction before signing. All these kind of things are really important when you're buying a
Yes, I've
hardware.
been using hardware wallets since 2016, 17. So many people approach me that I have lost the seed and have misplaced the seed. Means everything depends on your just single 32 words, and means your fate depends on this single phrase. So what how Cypherock is approaching this concept differently? You said that we are unique and
Right,
we are not doing it the same way.
right. So Swapnil, you have reviewed Cypherox yourself,
Yes, yes, we have.
and I've seen your review. It's really good. So basically, what I want to tell you is that, and the viewers of this session is that, see, seed phrase is a single point of failure, right? If you
Yes,
lose your seed phrase, your funds are
it's
gone forever.
gone. Yes,
That's a simple thing. So we wanted to solve this, and we also want to solve the issue that private keys are being stored in a one single unit, right?
yes.
So we want to solve both these problems. So the best method that we have used is Shamir secret sharing method, right?
Mm.
So we've used 2 of 5 Shamir secret sharing method, right? And what this means is that the private keys of your crypto are split into 5 different shards cryptographically,
Yes, yes,
right? And they are stored in 5 components. These are all tamper-proof hardware components. And with Cypherock, you might have seen 4x1 cards and a vault device. The vault
yes.
device has a screen and a joystick, whereas the 4x1 cards, they are basically NFC-enabled smart cards. Right now, when
Mhm.
you want to make a transaction, the good part is you just need one vault and the X1 card. That's it. There's no need
Yes.
of the remaining 3 cards. Only during the setup you need all the 5 components. But during making a transaction or interacting with dApps, you only need one vault and the X1 card.
Card. Mm.
Right now, this makes things a lot better and easier because geographically you can place your cards
At
and
different wallets.
at different places. Right?
Okay.
Even if you lose a couple of cards, you can still recover your wallet. Even if you lose 3 cards, you can still recover your wallet. Even if you lose 2 cards and a vault device, you can still recover a wallet. By buying the vault device and the
Mm.
cards on our official website again. You can buy them separately, and you can basically do the sharding again yourself.
Mm.
And that happens, right? So the 2 of 5 Sharma secret sharing method is something that we have implemented to
Mm.
resolve all this issue of losing of seed phrases and distributing the private keys.
Distributing the private keys and risk. Yes. So that is very
Exactly.
important because depending on the single phrase, many times hacker have also asked people for seed phrases. So many people are new into industry and they
Exactly.
directly give the seed phrase to the
Exactly.
someone might be representing themselves as the customer support and they ask for the
Exactly.
keys and
Yeah.
people directly handle them. So it's better
Exactly.
to I always like offline things. That is why
Right.
I also took interest in Cypherock recently. So
Right.
it's better to have the control offline instead of
Yes.
directly having everything online. So,
Yeah.
what additional security measures can you say Cypherock has taken to secure our funds?
Right. So the thing is, the first one I want to tell you is you can obviously access your seed phrase anytime on the vault device, right? You just
Yes.
don't need a seed phrase backup, but it doesn't mean that you don't have access to your seed phrase at all times, right? So if you want to note it down somewhere or something, you can obviously note it, right? So you can note it
Mm.
on a piece of paper or a metal backup, and it's like any other hardware wallet when it comes to that matter. But there is no need of it in the first place. But if you're still
Mm.
skeptical about it, if you want to say that after 1 year I want to move my funds to a new Cypherock X1 or a new hardware
Mm.
wallet altogether, you can obviously view your seed phrase on the vault device and then make a note of it. That's the first security feature, because ultimately the security should lie with the
Yes.
user. That's what we feel, and that's the first thing that we have done. The second thing is obviously you can set up a pin. Now pin is
Mm.
really important, and that's what we recommend to every user, right? It's very easier to remember a 4-digit pin, or rather than remembering a seed phrase of
Yes.
24,
Yes. Completely.
24, right? So that's what we say. You can set up a pin. Cypherox supports passphrase, the additional 25th word. So yeah, that way it's fully secure when it comes to the features that Cypherock X1 has got to offer. The best part is it's open source, right? The
Yes.
app is open source, so you can check it out on GitHub, and the community keeps giving us feedback whenever something is not right. So it's really important for all the hardware wallets to go open source, right? And of course have additional use cases and features for the user. Yeah.
Okay. So since we are discussing about exchanges and
Yeah.
hacking and wallets, so can you tell me the few features that Cypherock offers that exchanges can't? Means,
Right.
oh,
Right. Sure. So the first thing, obviously, exchange won't give you your private keys, not your keys, not your crypto. So
yes.
Cypherock X1 obviously does. Any hardware wallet does, and Cypherock X1 obviously does that. The second thing is you can use Cypherock X1 as a wallet backup, right? So let's say you have three other BIP39 wallets or four other BIP39 wallets, right? BIP39 wallets are again wallets like Ledger, Trezor, MetaMask.
Mm,
All these are BIP39 compatible,
mm,
right? Now, if you have those wallets and if you want to import those wallets into Cypherock X1, you can do that. You can import those wallet seed phrases into
okay.
Cypherock X1. You can import up to 4 wallets like that. Okay, and the same Shamer secret sharing method applies to those wallets also. So in a way, you can use Cypherock X1 as a seed phrase backup. That's the best part, right? Now you don't need paper backups and metal backups. You can use Cypherock X1 as a solid seed phrase backup for your existing wallets. So that's the first use case. The second use case that we offer, that no other, forget about exchanges, no other hardware wallet can
Mm,
offer right now in the market, is that after importing these wallet seed phrases into Cypherock X1, you can view and manage the entire portfolio in the single app called Sizing that we have developed and
okay.
designed. It's again open source, right?
Mm,
So it's very simple. You have control and access to all your funds in one single app, right?
yes.
Be it Ledger, be it Trezor, be it MetaMask. There's no need to
Mm,
go
mm,
everywhere, put your password or put your seed
mm,
phrase all the time and check your funds or whatever, right?
yes.
So you can manage all of them in a single portfolio, a single app, all the portfolio in a single app. That's the second feature. And the third feature is obviously the whole inheritance part, right? So we are solving that also. We are coming up with something called Cypherock Cover, right? Where
Okay.
there is a pin recovery and an inheritance feature. There's a
Mm,
bugging question, right? What happens to your crypto when you die,
yes.
unfortunately,
Yes. Yes.
right? So that problem we are solving, and I believe no one else is able to solve it like us as of now. There is Zengo that has tried, releasing the inheritance feature. There is Nunchuck, but most of the solutions out there are Bitcoin only, right?
Mm,
But with
mm,
Cypherock, you can set up inheritance for any crypto, for
okay.
any crypto token that you have that Cypherock supports, right? So that's the best part. So you can, and the beauty is you can set up inheritance for other wallets also, because you have imported the seed phrases of Ledger, Trezor, and MetaMask.
Mm,
You can import those seed phrases, and you can basically set up inheritance for those wallets also. So these are the features that stand out for Cypherock. Yeah.
okay. So basically, you have solved security problem, offline, online issue, a single
Right.
seed phrase dependency also have been solved, and
Right.
inheritance issue has also been solved.
Right.
Then GitHub, as you have said that GitHub
Right.
it is open source, we can say. So I
Yeah.
don't think other wallets are also offering these features.
Yeah.
So I would
There are
like
few,
to know,
yeah, there are
yeah.
few that are open source, but not all of them are open source in the market right now. Yeah.
Yes, so it's good, and basically I like the inheritance thing because as in the review also I have said that many people, since I have YouTube follow, so many people are approaching on taking different issues. So many people have said that my friend have died, he had
Mm.
5 bitcoins, like
Right.
this. Means it's
Yeah.
very sad to know.
Yeah.
And now since you have solved all the problems, but I would like to know what are the additional future plans since you are working on the growth part for the Cypher. I would
Right.
like to know what are the growth plans for the
Sure.
type of wallet.
Sure. So one feature that majority of the people keep asking us is the mobile app.
Yes.
Right now we have a desktop app, and in a couple of months or 3 months from now, we'll be ready with the mobile app, right?
Mm.
And that's where you can view and manage your portfolio. You still need the wallet device to approve the transactions,
Yes.
right? So that's the standard thing that we are doing. We are not going the tangent route where we
Mm.
solely depend. We ask a user to solely depend on the mobile app. But then
Mm.
what we say is you can use the mobile app, you can view and manage your portfolio. But when you're
But
approving and signing a transaction, you just need a card and the wallet device. So it acts as, it nearly acts as a 3FA, because you need a card and you need a, wall device, and you need a pin on top of it. So basically, it's more like a 3FA that no other wallet has, has to offer, right? So that is the first feature we are working on. We are working on a mobile app, right? And the second one, as I told you, inheritance, it's coming up next month. It's a subscription plan where users can pay, $150 to $200 a year, right? And it's a service that we offer. You can simply search for Cypherock cover, and you will find a light paper rocket that we have released, right? That is a, that you can obviously see the entire architecture, how it works and all, right? So that's the second one we are coming up with, and the third one is the whole swaps and cross-chain swaps and the bridging feature that we are coming up inside the app itself. Right now, when you want to swap your tokens, you have to connect Cypherock X1 with Uniswap or RocketX exchange, other exchanges out there, and they can obviously do it. It's also a safer option when you're obviously verifying the transactions on the screen. It's also a safer option because these are all decentralized exchanges, Uniswap and all. So you can obviously connect your Cypherock X1 with Wallet Connect, and you can start off with your dApp interactions. You can swap, cross-chain swap, or bridge your tokens and all. That can easily happen. But we are trying to bring that in the app itself. Now that will be available on the app soon. And on-ramps and off-ramps is something that a lot of people keep asking. A lot of users keep asking about, can I also sell my crypto for money? So fiat money and all. So and can also buy crypto with fiat money and all. So we are also trying to work on that simultaneously. So these are all the upcoming future plans for Cypherock, and it's definitely going to be exciting because obviously our core team is based out of India, and the wallet is made in India completely. We don't import chips and all and assemble them here. We manufacture the entire wallet here, and that's the reason it might be a bit costlier than the counterparts. There are wallets that claim to be Switzerland based, but they are importing the chips and all from China. They're basically assembling the hardware wallet somewhere, and probably they're getting them manufactured somewhere. But what we are trying to do is we are trying to make everything in India, a made in India hardware wallet for the world. That's what we are trying to do. Yeah.
So not your keys, not your funds. So that is always true. And okay, that's it. I think most of the questions are covered, and I'm really a fan of Cypherock. So that's why usually I don't review things, on my channel. I get a lot of offers to promote wallets and airdrops and all those things, but I never take interest because unless and until I feel it from the inside, because I always love to give the true view to my users. Okay, so you won't see much of the promotional activities on my channel also. So
that's a really good thing. Rather than shilling,
exactly. Just for few $500 or the $300, I'm not going to drop. Users should be safe. That is always my concern, and it is always good to know that we have such a good Indian-based product. And I would like to again invite you somewhere in the future and know more about the development and all those things.
Definitely so. Anytime.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see. And thank you for giving the insight on the WazirX exchange. And now maybe people would be more aware of it and take care of their funds. Okay.
Right.
Yes. Thank you for joining, and let's meet again. Yes.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.